He fractured his spine at 18. Doctors said he might never walk again. His football career was over before it even started. But he recovered in months. No surgery, no explanation. He went on to win the Ballon d'Or, the Champions League, the World Cup. But here's what nobody tells you. His biggest loss wasn't on the pitch. It was losing the perfect marriage that shocked the world. Subscribe to Cyberboot right now, because Kaka's story isn't just about football. It's about faith, heartbreak, and what happens when even perfection isn't enough. Let's go. Welcome back to Cyberboot, where we go beyond the trophies to uncover the real stories of football's greatest legends. Today, we're talking about Kaka, Ricardo dos Santos Leite, the Brazilian playmaker who played football like poetry, the last man to win the Ballon d'Or before Messi and Ronaldo's duopoly, the gentleman who pointed to the sky after every goal. But Kaka's story isn't just about elegance on the pitch. It's about surviving a career-ending injury that defied medical logic. It's about faith so deep he wore "I belong to Jesus" under his jersey. And it's about a marriage that looked perfect to the world until it wasn't. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Kaka's life is a masterclass in grace, resilience, and accepting that some things can't be controlled. And I want you to answer this in the comments. Do you believe faith played a role in Kaka's miraculous recovery, or was it just luck? Let's dive in. April 22, 1982, Brasília, Brazil. Ricardo dos Santos Leite is born into a middle-class family. His father, an engineer, his mother, a teacher. Unlike so many Brazilian football legends who escaped poverty through the game, Kaka's story was different. He didn't need football to survive. He played it because he loved it. By 18, he was already impressing at São Paulo's youth academy. Scouts were watching. A professional career was within reach. Everything was on track. And then, one afternoon in 2000, everything nearly ended. Kaka went swimming at a friend's pool. He slipped. His head hit the edge. Crack! Instant pain shooting down his spine. He was rushed to the hospital. The diagnosis: a fractured vertebra in his spine. The prognosis: potentially catastrophic. Doctors told him the truth. There was a real chance he could be paralyzed. Walking normally? Maybe not. Playing professional football? Forget it. Kaka later described that moment. "I couldn't feel my legs at first. I thought my dream was over. I thought my life was over." Imagine being 18 years old, your entire future mapped out, and then, in one moment, it all disappears. But here's where Kaka's story takes an unbelievable turn. He was deeply religious, raised in a Christian household, always faithful. And in that hospital bed, he prayed. His family prayed. His church prayed. And then something happened that doctors couldn't explain. Within weeks, he started regaining feeling. Within months, he was fully healed. No surgery needed. No long-term damage. Medical professionals were baffled. Kaka called it a miracle. He believed God had saved him for a reason. And from that day forward, he wore a white undershirt beneath his jersey with the words, "I belong to Jesus." He wore it when he won the World Cup in 2002. He wore it when he lifted the Champions League in 2007. He wore it when he won the Ballon d'Or. That near-death experience didn't just save his career, it defined his entire identity. After his recovery, Kaka didn't just return to football, he dominated it. He broke into São Paulo's senior team and immediately stood out. Elegant dribbling, vision that seemed almost psychic, a calmness under pressure that you couldn't teach. In 2003, AC Milan came calling. They signed him for $8.5 million. At the time, people thought it was a gamble. Looking back, it was robbery. Within one season, Kaka became a global superstar. He wasn't flashy like Ronaldinho. He didn't have the raw power of Ronaldo Nazario. But he had something else: grace. He glided past defenders like they weren't there. His first touch was silk. His passing was surgical. And then came the 2007 Champions League campaign. AC Milan, led by Kaka, tore through Europe. Quarterfinals, destroyed Bayern Munich. Semi-finals, demolished Manchester United. Final, beat Liverpool 2-1 in Athens. Revenge for the heartbreak of 2005. Kaka was unstoppable. 10 goals in that Champions League run. He carried Milan on his back. That same year, 2007, he won the Ballon d'Or. The last man to win it before Messi and Ronaldo began their decade-long dominance. He was 25 years old, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Ballon d'Or winner, universally respected, scandal-free, the perfect footballer. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Kaka's personal life, the thing that seemed even more perfect than his football, was about to crumble in a way that shocked the entire world. Let's rewind to 2005. Kaka marries Caroline Celico in a stunning ceremony in Sao Paulo. She was 15 when they first met. He was already a rising star. Their relationship was built on faith, family, and shared values. Kaka was famously committed to staying celibate until marriage. In a world of footballers surrounded by temptation, he was the exception. The gentleman, the role model. They had 2 children, Luca in 2008, Isabella in 2011. From the outside, it was the perfect family. Kaka, the devoted husband and father. Caroline, the supportive wife. Both deeply religious. Fans adored them. They were football's ideal couple. And then in 2015, they announced their divorce. The football world stopped. What? Kaka and Caroline? The couple that seemed unbreakable? There were no scandals, no infidelity rumors, no public fights. Just a quiet, mutual decision to separate after 10 years of marriage. But years later, Caroline revealed the truth in an interview, and it was heartbreaking. Kaka never betrayed me. He always treated me well. He gave me a wonderful family. He is too perfect. But I was not happy. Something was missing. I didn't feel fulfilled as a woman. Read that again. He is too perfect. Kaka did everything right. He was faithful, kind, present, a good father, a good husband. But sometimes even perfection isn't enough. This is where Kaka's story becomes something deeper than football, because it teaches us that you can do everything right and still lose. You can be the perfect partner, and it still might not work. And here's my question for you. Do you think it's possible to be too perfect in a relationship? Can someone be so flawless that it creates distance instead of connection? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what Cyberboot's audience thinks. So how did Kaka respond to this public heartbreak? The same way he responded to everything in his life, with grace. He didn't trash Caroline in the media. He didn't play the victim. He focused on co-parenting their children peacefully. He respected her decision. He moved forward with dignity. In 2019, Kaka remarried, this time to Carolina Diaz, a model and businesswoman. They now have a daughter together. He's rebuilt his life quietly, privately, without drama. Caroline also moved on, focusing on humanitarian work and her own happiness. And you know what? That's real maturity, that's real strength. Because Kaka's story teaches us something crucial. Life doesn't care how perfect you are. Tragedy can strike at 18 when you're swimming in a pool. Heartbreak can strike at 33 when you've done everything right. But what matters is how you respond. Kaka could have been bitter. He could have blamed God when his spine fractured. He could have lashed out when his marriage ended. But he didn't. He pointed to the sky. He thanked God. He moved forward with faith and humility. That's why fans still adore him. Not just because he was brilliant on the pitch, but because he showed us how to handle life's hardest moments with class. And here's my second question for you. Who do you think handled adversity better, Kaka or Ronaldinho? Both faced career challenges and personal struggles. Let me know in the comments. Kaka retired in 2017 after stints at Real Madrid and Orlando City. He didn't end on top. Few legends do. But his legacy was already cemented. World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Ballon d'Or winner, the last man to break the Messi Ronaldo duopoly. But more than that, he was a symbol of faith, of humility, of grace under pressure. He never celebrated goals arrogantly. He pointed to the sky. He thanked God. He stayed grounded in a world full of ego. Today, he works with charities, football academies, and religious organizations. He's still a role model for millions around the world. And his story reminds us that greatness isn't just about trophies. It's about character. It's about how you treat people, how you handle pain, how you respond when life doesn't go as planned. All right, let's bring this home. Kaka's story is about more than football. It's about surviving a career-ending injury, winning the biggest trophies, losing a perfect marriage, and handling it all with dignity and faith. Now here's what I need from you. Hit that subscribe button on Cyberboot and turn on notifications. We're telling the real stories behind football's greatest legends. Comment below. Do you think Kaka's faith genuinely saved his career? Or was his recovery just medical luck? Let's debate. Tell me, who's your favorite footballer who stayed humble through fame? Kaka, Iniesta, Lam. I want to hear your picks. This is Cyberboot. We're building a community of fans who appreciate the stories, not just the highlights. Subscribe, comment, and let's keep this going. Next video, another legend, another untold story. You won't want to miss it. Until then, remember, greatness isn't just about winning, it's about how you handle the losses, just like Kaka did.